Hey y'all, thanks for joining us. On this week's menu, we're going to be making seared salmon with a spicy red pepper aioli. To get started, you'll need a great piece of salmon. In this case, I'm using a salmon in Alaska, wild caught salmon. You will need some roasted red peppers. You can find these in the grocery store in a jar in the Italian section of the grocery store. Or you can do this yourself. That's what I did today. Just take a regular red pepper, throw it in the oven for about 30 minutes at 500 degrees, and they turn out beautiful like this. Then you'll need some garlic, a lime, and then some chipotle peppers and adobo sauce. This can be found in the Hispanic section of your local grocery store. Finally, we'll be using mayonnaise. In this case, I'm going to be using Duke's mayonnaise. I think Duke's is the best, and I use it in all of my recipes. To make the aioli, I'm going to use this Cuisinart Smart Stack. This is a chopper and mini food processor, so I'll put all of these ingredients in here and blend it together to make the aioli. If you don't have one of these, not a problem. You can use just a regular food processor. This is just great. It's less cleanup at the end of the day. So let's get started. To make the aioli, combine 1 tablespoon of chopped chipotle, pepper, and adobo sauce, plus 1/4 cup of roasted red pepper. Then add 1 tablespoon of fresh lime juice, 2 cloves of garlic, 1/4 teaspoon salt and pepper, and then a cup of mayonnaise. And then blend until creamy. The sauce should come out nice and smooth with a red texture to it. Set this aside and we'll start working on the salmon. We're gonna sear the salmon like we would a steak. So what I've done is I've oiled the salmon with olive oil and then put salt and pepper on both sides. In this case, I have left the skin on the salmon. You can remove the skin if you'd like. I like the salmon. I think it's nice and crispy and adds a nice different texture to it. You'll take your cast iron skillet and turn it on high until the heat is nice and hot. And once it's nice and hot, we're going to drop our salmon fillets, and they should sizzle as they go into the pan. And we're gonna let them cook for 2 minutes on this side, and then we're going to flip them and put them in the oven at 400 degrees for 3 minutes, and that will make a very nice medium rare salmon and keep it moist and juicy on the inside. It's now been about 2 minutes, so you can see it's changing colors on the edge. We're gonna go ahead and, using a metal spatula, just flip these bad boys over. You can see that the skin has gotten nice and crispy there. We're gonna cover it, and then we're gonna pop this in the oven for 4 to 5 minutes. It's been about 5 minutes, so we're gonna pull the salmon out of the oven, plate, and top with our red spicy pepper aioli. Nice heavy skillet. Ah, look at that. Grab my spatula So you got a nice crispy outside with the skin. Like I said, you can remove this if you'd like. I like a crispy outside, so I usually leave it on. I'm gonna flip it over so you can see, created a nice charring on the outside there. Take a nice dollop of the aioli, spread it out. A little squeeze of the lemon. I'm sorry, a little squeeze of the lime. And let's try it. Salmon is perfectly cooked, and the spiciness from the aioli gives it a really complex flavor. Well, thank you so much for joining us this week. Please like and share, and we look forward to seeing you next week. Thanks.